live on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. The program is Reporters Blog, and my name is Patricia Gasu. Happy New Year in the first place. Happy New Year to all the viewers of Joy News and multimedia in general. We're so grateful for spending time with us from January to December. Today is going to be something new on Reporters Blog. I'm going to have my director in studio. I'm going to have some of my colleagues, and I'm going to have the sound man also in studio, and they're going to tell us exactly how it has been from January till now. But we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. Today I have my colleague Kwabna Chenchehene Boateng, in short KKB, and I have Patrick Gomez. Patrick Gomez is our director, is one of our directors here, and I have Dennis Ashale. He's the sound guy, and then I have Derek Akosam. Welcome, guys. It's good to have you all join me today on Reporters Blog. So I want to start with my director first, Patrick Gomez. What would you say the year has been like from January to December? We're in a new year, so when we talk about 2015, how has it been like directing some of the shows like News Prime, The Pulse, Today's Big Story, GN Interactive, Reporters Blog, and the rest of the shows? How has it been like? How the sweet moments, the annoying and frustrating moments, and how has it all been like?
I think it's never easy to be a director in the first place. I think every show has its own unique style, and then for some of the shows you need to be alert at every time. I think I don't have to choose my favorite show. It wouldn't be.
Reporters Blog is your favorite?
Yeah.
Because you get to hear.
Yeah, so I think in 2015 a lot has happened. You know, sometimes you are going home and then they say, come, breaking news. I never like breaking news because it ruins everything. Sometimes you're on your way home, or maybe you're going to have lunch, or I decide to go out with one of the interns around, the female interns around, and then
you want to go to the washroom?
Then, no, to eat. And then KKB comes in to say breaking news.
He likes to sponsor them actually.
Breaking news, like the set platter thing and everything. And then you have to come back and do it. And I think 2015 has been packed. And then for my side, technical side, compared to last year, I think 2015 was, compared to 2014, actually, yeah. I think 2015 we upgraded our softwares. At the beginning of the year, we had to adapt to the new stuff. And then we got along and everything was okay. So I think 2015 was okay. It was packed, interesting. I like working with my people. I like to see KKB on TV. After that, we go and eat banku and stuff. I also like working with... it's always a privilege to work here.
So like KKB is your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite. Yeah, Friday nights, yeah, so favorite. I get to see hot ladies, Chinese there. I get to direct hot presenters, Francesca, and then I said Francesca, yeah, smiling. Okay. Francesca, Abigail, and then I get to see you alive. It's not common to see you alive. I get to see you alive. So now it comes like it's a privilege to work here. So I think 2015 was okay.
Okay, so let's go to sound.
Yes.
2015.
2015 has been good generally. I mean, we've been through a number of challenges, sometimes with colleagues, sometimes with equipment. But I mean, generally, it's been good. Sometimes behind the scenes, things happen, that fans or viewers out there don't see. But you know, in everything we are able to, you know, work together as a team and then produce the best for the viewers.
Wow. So, Derek,
But
my regular guest, if I'll say, he's always out there on the field. How has 2015 been like?
well, it was a bag full of everything. I had sweet moments. I had sour moments.
It looks like you're talking about relationship stuff. That's the review of the year.
No, I'm talking about work
Oh, okay.
and my
Sorry.
relationship with my colleagues.
Okay.
Yes,
Your professional relationship.
professional
Okay, I
relationship.
thought you were being personal. Sorry.
Well, so it was nice. It was nice. My highlights of the year, I think I'll never forget that day and that particular call. That moved me away from the bullet. 4th September, Millennium City Kaswa. I had gone out there just like any normal day. I think I go around 2 a.m. and then around 7, I was in bed. And then Fred Smith, he called and said, I had to follow up on this press conference at Millennium City. So and I just went there like any normal day. I didn't even bath.
You never bath.
Water is scarce.
Just put on my shirt,
Maybe he looks at the water.
found something to wear, and then I just went there. And then in the course of the duties, Charlie, it turned bloody, shots were fired, we ran. So even for my report of that day on news desk, Charlie, I don't remember what I was saying. But I remember one lie. I think in the course of the report, I just went like, oh, somebody has just been shot. That was when the call came in. Martha called that report on news desk. The first time the guy was shot, he died. He was buried. And yeah, had to cover most of the demonstrations as well. Being heckled up and down. Yes, those are some exciting moments. But my most exciting part was Friday night. Gomez, Kwabena, Lord, Aisha, Smart, Abla, Charlie. I won't forget those nights.
We'll come back to that. Let me go to KKB.
Yeah. Year in review, right? I think generally this year has been pretty challenging. In all spheres, in all aspects, really, from power crisis to people chasing journalists.
Is that part of your work?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, you cover
He had
stories
to
from-
say
Said your review, not
I understand.
general
I
review.
understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that the year has been challenging for a lot of people. I mean, for every single Ghanaian, this year has been very
yeah.
challenging. People are being laid off. Companies are not paying as much as they should. I mean, quite a number of things have happened. So it's just good to appreciate the fact that we've been able to scale some of these hurdles, and now we're being told that Doomsor is no more. Or sorry, load shedding is no more. Doomsor is still
It is
with us.
Doomsor.
But seriously, I think it's the same thing.
No, now
Doomsor
they are saying.
load shedding.
I
No,
don't think
no,
I missed that
so
before.
okay, so this is the thing. The clarification being given to us now is that load shedding, which is planned power outages, will no longer happen. So
Is
you
it
will-
planned?
that's the
Yes.
answer.
That thing wasn't
At the-
planned.
at the
You
end
don't
of the
know when
day,
the lights go
The
off.
light
They just
still
go off.
goes off,
Load
so
shedding
it's
is
still
planned.
Doomsor.
It's a power management system, so it's planned.
No,
So
that's your explanation.
no,
I think
that's what we are being told.
I think the educated people will call it load shedding. For us, I'll call it Doomsor.
Oh, you are not educated.
No.
So you don't coach yourself
I'll call it
educated.
Doomsor,
You know, so at least, and quite a number of things have happened. I mean, we've heard of the dead goats. I mean, the goats dying,
Kwabena.
resurrecting, dying
So-
again.
so now-
resurrecting.
Kwabena, she
Well,
wants you
saying-
to review
Well-
your year. What is this?
He's been reporting stuff on dead goats. He has to say it.
Anyway, don't worry, but you're the host. If I'm way out of line, you can always.
Come now,
bring me
continue.
back. But like I was saying, quite a number of things have happened, and he did mention the Kaswa Millennium City incident at the latter part of the year. Charlie, was really a bloody,
The flood and
yeah, he
fire
was
disaster.
the flood and fire disaster. We were here, we couldn't even break. So we
Yeah,
were
Charlie,
here
that day we worked till
from
like 2 a.m.
like we were here throughout, and news was just coming in, information just coming in, people going out, all sorts of information, all sorts. And I think we need to commend Atokwamna that, I mean, he was the one producing on the day,
Yeah.
and he's a senior news editor. Many people do not know; they just think he does the normal thing on radio, and that's it. He's a senior news editor for Multimedia
Sharp
Group.
guy.
So, yeah, very, very smart guy. So he says, okay, then we should do it this way. We should do it this way. We should do it this way. So I came in, stayed for about 3 hours or so. I think about 3 or 4 hours.
He was supposed to
But I
close
was
at-
here
he was supposed to
earlier.
close at 11.
Yeah, I was here earlier. So we started off with the AM show because Roland apparently couldn't even go home the previous night.
Yeah.
So he had to sleep in his car somewhere. I don't know whether, well, he just slept in his car alone anyway, but I'm just saying he had to sleep in his car somewhere. And so he came in very early.
But he came to work alone. So
Yeah,
of
of course
he's
he came
yes.
to work. They always come to work alone. But I was just saying, I mean, so he came to work early. And I just saw, so I was here around, was it 5:30? Oh no, I was here around 5. So I see Roland, and Roland is, I'm like, oh, Roland, why, what happened? You know, and I didn't go to that side of town, so I didn't really see too much of the things that happened.
What it means
And
is
he
that
tells
day
me-
he didn't sleep in the house.
I'm just saying, I didn't go to that side of town. So I saw him dressed up, not too ready for air, not ready. Too
He
ready
didn't
to
look
go
like
to
the
air.
normal
Yeah, he
Roland.
didn't look like someone ready to go on air. You know, I can wear something normal and come to work, but when I'm going on air, I need to look presentable and all. So Roland looked very okay. I said, oh, okay, why Roland, what's the issue? He says, hey, Charlie, why? You know here. I said, oh, what's it? He said that he started telling me about the things, and then I started getting calls as early as 5:30 a.m. and all. And this one says, Charlie, my cousin didn't come home. Can you do anything to help this thing? I said, okay. And then we started with a broadcast, a live coverage. Roland started, stayed for about 3 hours or so. And like I said, I only felt sad anytime I saw footages or pictures of people, dead bodies, you know, kids. You know, there was this very picture of one guy trying to save a baby and everything. And it was very touching. So it was a down point for me. But I feel though that we did cover it extensively during news, like we always do
Okay.
when we have the opportunity, and we did cover it extensively. But generally, yeah, the year has been full of, as expected in every year
Yeah.
anyway.
I want to
challenges.
get it, Dennis. You're the sound man.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to mic leaders, and you know
Like
how.
you,
He likes his job.
like you.
Yeah, he likes his job. That
Sometimes I
know.
feel like switching.
Me too.
Seriously, I feel like switching. I feel like Charlie Dennis. Charlie, today can't host news desk. Make her do your job, you know.
How has it been like?
Miking.
Yeah,
miking.
You mean
miking.
passing the thing through the
No. Obviously, he doesn't do that.
And for,
What are you saying? Mike?
Okay,
I
Mike-
don't understand.
Miking.
getting them
so-
The thing
prepared,
is-
getting the sound ready before anybody comes on air.
I think you all agree with me that we, the production people, sometimes,
For example, when it comes to movie production, sometimes there will be this particular scene where maybe a man and a woman, you know, doing stuff on the bed, and you know, people watching at home
Meandering.
seeing the end product. I mean, always think, oh, they are alone in that room, but usually there are a
Make-
number of
make
light.
the-
We have lighting people. We have makeup people,
So the
directors.
So, what
So
are you?
the point is-
What do you want to say?
essentially, he's
Let
saying
me
his job
land
is
there.
not as
What I'm
Interesting.
trying to say is when I'm
That's
on
what
the
I'm
job,
trying.
when I'm on the job, I make sure all my senses are there.
My friend, don't you touch
Oh.
stuff. In the process of Mike, don't you touch stuff.
Take your time. That is why when I'm doing such things, I want it to the extreme. So miking,
Touch the
hold on. So yes, so miking a lady, you know, passing the microphone cable through her, you know, shirt or something. I mean, it is nothing. I mean, when you are standing from a, you are looking
It
on
is
from a
nothing.
distance. You might think, oh, Charlie, this guy is enjoying or something. But usually,
So
I
you
even
don't
give.
enjoy your work.
I enjoy my work, but that
enjoy
part,
miking the women.
that
You are
part
eager to
of the work.
mic the ladies compared to the guys.
I mic everybody
Well,
as
please
I'm
let him
supposed
land.
to. I mic everybody as I'm supposed to. Sometimes some of the guests will tell you, oh, Charlie, you can pass it through yourself. Sometimes they don't want it, so you give it to them,
And they do it
then they
themselves.
pass it through their shirts themselves. So, Charlie, it's...
But for you, you don't gain
I
anything.
don't gain
There's no
anything.
pleasure in
No,
doing it.
no,
Okay.
no.
Patrick, have you met an annoying guest or a presenter?
Yes.
For,
But
Someone-
there are
someone-
two of
don't-
them beside you.
No, Patrick, I'm not. I'm
I
annoying.
always compare. And sometimes everybody's annoying one way or the other. So, I think production is like a football match, a team.
Yeah.
It's like a team. You will argue.
Reminds
There's
me of
no
our
way.
trips.
There's no way you're going to go through a production without any
No, no,
argument.
no.
We are all different people. We all have our own understanding. So, for the guests, I don't know. I don't really interact with the guests. because they are, some of them, I don't know, but I can talk about
Let's talk
crew.
about the uncles,
Yeah.
the crew.
Sometimes I think we get so much into the work, and we sometimes say stuff to other people. We are all eager to get everything right. Sometimes I scream a lot. You know,
Yeah,
people-
the trademark.
I know. I have a lot of enemies around. Not enemies, but sometimes for you
You
to
do it to
get
get
your
a job
message
done.
across, you
Yeah.
need to scream. You need to say, "Don't do it this way." I think the fact that after everything we come back together and have fun and drink Coca-Cola and Fanta and everything means we love our job. I like what I do.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
you love to drink Coke.
yeah, I like to drink.
Coca-Cola.
Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like to
it's
drink
Coca-Cola, sorry.
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
I like to drink the Coke in the green bottle.
KKD, I don't know. Sorry, KKB. I don't. Why?
Why you
Listen to me.
I'm surprised.
You look like a KKD.
Probably because of the glasses. I need to take
I'm
them.
telling you, it's not there.
Please,
Probably
put
because of the
on
glasses.
put on your glasses.
Mm.
Put on your glasses.
Yeah.
So why you mean you
But
were
he said
scary
to-
without the glasses on?
No, not that. But he seems to be
not
so
that.
calm. He seems to be so calm today.
Oh, he's always been calm.
I'm always calm.
This guy,
I'm always
smooth
calm.
operator. This guy is like,
I'm always calm.
What did
See,
he use?
see, this is the
Wait.
thing.
What word did he
No,
use?
He says smooth operator. Yeah, because I always choose the diplomatic approach to things in life. I don't. Yeah, he prefers to scream about a lot of things, and we always have arguments about
Yeah, and
this.
he's always screaming.
No,
See, no,
sometimes,
no,
sometimes,
no,
sometimes you have to
no.
scream.
I understand. You see, we
Yes.
are different people. We handle things differently.
Yeah.
And someone might feel, okay, if I don't scream, this guy won't stop what he's doing. So I need to scream. And yeah, maybe when he screams, the person will stop what he or she is doing.
Gomez
No,
now.
they
I'm
seem
just
like-
saying.
No,
I'm just saying.
the thing is,
know,
the
but-
cameras are like guns, you know. So
You need to get your shots right.
yes,
Exactly.
you need to get everything right, and the slightest mistake you do,
Yeah, holding
They
the
come
it
thing
on.
goes.
what?
Right. All right.
And he's always complaining. You people give me heart attack.
Yeah. They make me talk too
And
much.
again, and I keep saying that he might end up getting a heart attack one day.
Because he gives the clarinet.
You see,
I'll
because,
get heart attack
because
with
this is the thing. Listen, I understand it. Charlie, the job of a director is serious. I see Fred. Fred is one of the directors. In fact, Fred is the one directing now. So maybe people do not know him, but Fred Gomez sitting behind that whole thing. And you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're calling this, you're shouting on this, you're doing
You
this.
also
doing this.
ensure. You also need to ensure that the host is
Because
apt. That everything.
You need to
goes
monitor
well.
everything.
So, seriously, the job of a director, sometimes I stand back there and I look at them and I'm like, Charlie, this kind of multitasking, you need to be
You need to be
extra
alert
smart,
at every point in
extra
time.
smart to be able to do some of these things.
Echo, if you have to change, like maybe you're given some few seconds to swap from.
You don't need to add, you don't need to end there. You be a sound man.
Why would you want to be a son?
Okay, yes.
Why would you
Explain.
want to be a?
Why would I want to be a sound man?
Yes.
Oh, so that I can mic you.
No.
But the only reason I want to be a sound man,
That
Why-
miking
why-
doesn't
why-
take, you know,
share. They don't know.
few seconds and
They
you are
kick
done.
me.
No, but essentially, I just feel at a time like this, it's good to appreciate all the work everyone has put
Yeah.
into producing such
Because
compelling
working together as
content.
a team to bring
for-
up something
Exactly.
nice.
Exactly, and this, like I said, this year, Charlie, it has been tough.
Bad.
There've been
2015.
congresses.
When
I'm
20
sorry, I'm talking about 2015. There've been congresses. There've been okay, we know the NPP. There's been a lot going on in the NPP.
Yeah.
So there's been
But,
lots of
but
things
the
going on.
MVP really tried. There was never a dull moment with the MVP.
You know, and it got to a point.
They kept the heat on.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just be there and you get calls. Okay, this is about to happen in the NPP in so minutes time or in an hour's time.
And it does happen.
And indeed, it will happen. You know, so sometimes
There was
it's a
never
bit-
a dull news day.
Yeah.
Even on days when it felt like Charlie, today after the production somewhere, then it hits
Something
you.
comes up.
You know,
And
so
then
and,
you
and,
move
and, and you see,
Kwabena Jamal has been suspended.
Gomez was saying something. The breaking news issues. Last time I remember, I think he was tired. He had directed quite a number of shows. He was just going to eat. We went downstairs, and something just happened. We had to there and then go on air. So
The food.
he was just downstairs, so going out to go get something, and I just rushed downstairs. I shouted, "Charlie Gomez, before go on air." He's like, "Oh, what's happening?"
I
said,
couldn't even eat.
You let's just go. Later you can eat. Let's go. We have to go, like now. You know, so we had to quickly come back here. And again, like I keep saying, people see You see Derek Okosam on TV doing all the reports, all the stand-ups, all the great stories. You see Patricia Gasu, you see me, and you see Israelai. Yeah, but a lot of production goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And these are the people who make it happen. If after a story has been taken, the sound man refuses to close your port, and you
Oh, then
open your
yeah, you
mouth and
say-
say the things you're not supposed to say, that's
Goes
it.
on
That's the end of your career.
And you see, usually those stuff are stuff that are not meant to come out.
Yes.
Exactly. And I'm saying, and usually when you're doing production, I mean, you're on air, but you're still producing because a lot of things happen while you're on air. So between the time when maybe a story is being aired and the time when you move on to the next story, maybe that 2 minute or 3 minutes period,
It's a lot.
a lot can happen.
Yes.
And if you're not careful, and if you don't have a director who understands you and who understands how this whole setup
Oh, because
works.
if the director is in a bad mood that particular
Yeah.
Oh, you have to wear your good mood.
Exactly. And
You
that's-
can't always
but
be in a,
let's
you
face
can't always
reality.
be in a
Yeah,
good mood.
let's face
Sometimes you come
reality.
to
There are
work.
days
But,
it's-
but you see, that's the good thing about this setup. At least being a part of this setup, there's one thing I realize: professionalism.
Yeah.
Yes, you may be upset about a number of things. You may not be too happy about certain things.
But
But when it comes to the job, finish with the job.
Kwabena has known me for quite some
Try
time.
as much as
And
possible.
he knows that what you guys see in the newsroom is not the real me. He knows it. And I must commend him. He's worked on me, sincerely. He's worked on my temper. Me, watch those things and just let it go. I would have fled, I've just said what I had to say. But Charlie, when I was entering here, one of the things I said was that I won't let my temper lead me. And he told me, Charlie, where you go? You don't have to let your temper lead you. And I'm like, I'll try. Oh, Governor, please, how have I fared?
Oh no, you see,
on a scale of 0 to 100.
oh, it's not 200. That's quite everything.
Oh,
You won't say 0 to 10.
Okay, 0 to 10. 0 to 10.
0 to
I'm
10.
sorry,
So
200.
let's
How-
let's rank everybody's temper from
Temper.
left to right.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to rank your temper.
Go ahead.
Okay, so now I'm a temper ranker anyway. I think fairly Echo. I'll place Echo around 5.5.
Oh, that man.
What do you mean by 5?
Where-
5.56.
10 being the
Where
lowest.
10 being the best.
The
and
best,
10, yeah, 10 being the best and 0 being the worst. Dennis, I'll give him 7.
Yeah, that's what he had the flesh up.
Patricia, I'll give you 8. Because a lot of things go on and I hear a lot of things and I see a lot
Why
of
did
things.
you jump from Davis to Patrick?
Well,
it's like
we saved the best for last.
I'm saving the best for last.
Okay.
You know, and for Gomez, Patrick Gomez, a lot of people do not know him. He's a very quiet guy. He doesn't like talking things.
So I think I'll give
You
him
know,
10.
No, I dare not. I dare not give him 10. You know, but Gomez, I think Gomez has an interesting approach to life.
Yeah.
You know, he sees things in a different way. And
See,
I appreciate it.
I have a feeling if I was not sitting here.
I think I have a problem. How do you say he sees things in a different, like he sees things through the bottom?
No, I'm just saying. He has a different approach to life, really. And obviously, we all have our approach to life.
Yeah, of
course.
Something Echo Sam might probably ignore, Gomez will not ignore. And if I say Echo Sam, I gave him 5.5, so you should know.
Okay.
So if Echo Sam sees something and chooses to ignore, Gomez will not ignore. So on that particular scale, I think Gomez might have to get 3. 3 over 10. That's a
And you know,
pretty
one
serious
thing he
story.
likes doing is maybe days you're coming to present, for instance, maybe I'm coming in to host Reporters Blog and I'm not so excited. And I come and he thinks, no, Patricia, you're not looking good today. He'll say something funny. So before I'll say Jack, I'm smiling on air and then we go.
Yeah.
And that's one good thing I
No,
actually.
obviously, I mean,
The
that's
credit
his job.
shouldn't go
That's-
to one man.
That's his job. So.
Okay, it
I
goes
think
to, it
we
goes
all
to,
do it.
Yeah,
it goes
that's
to,
what-
but
that's what you
most
have
of the
done
time,
well.
most of
You
the
have
time,
done
listen,
well.
We all do
listen,
it.
listen,
Oh,
most of
you've
the
done
time,
it.
You
he's
do
the
it
one
beyond the
always,
office, so-
he's the one.
Which
Yeah, yeah.
what's that
I'm
supposed to
hosting.
mean?
I'm hosting.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
most of the time, he's the one always talking to the presenters. So when you come, though the sound man will mic you and all that, when you come, he sees everything. Because whatever shot he takes, whatever shot he takes, it goes out there. So it's not my fault, it will be his fault because he's the one directing me as to what to do. So he's seeing me from the other end. So if he sees maybe I'm not in a good mood, maybe my facial expression is not really good, he has to come up with something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have to
And
make
then-
sure you
yeah.
look lively before you
Exactly.
go.
And this is the thing. If you're doing a show like Reporters Blog, you can't just come and
Be down, you always
Down, Rose.
see. So, and that's why I mentioned earlier that people only see the output and they say,
Yes.
oh, Charlie,
Fantastic
Patricia
production.
Gasu is solid. But a lot of people
Behind
behind
Patricia
Patricia
Gasu.
Gasu who are making sure she's looking as solid as she's
reminds,
looking.
it reminds me
The
of
lighting
when
guys.
the Presco accident occurred. Gifty was hosting the post by
Yeah,
then.
she got so emotional.
Yeah, and immediately she had to just
Yeah, because it could have been her. She could have been on that bus.
Yes.
yeah.
If she could have been
Yeah.
on that bus.
And I appreciated the director at that moment.
Who
He
was
didn't
the-
go
who
on
was
break.
directing?
I think he was the same person directing.
directing?
He didn't
Yeah.
go on break at that moment, but he had to say something to her to like psych yourself.
Yeah.
You're going on air in the next 2 seconds or in the counting down like 2, 1, you're on air. And yeah,
She had to smile. But who's your most favorite sound guy?
my most favorite song.
Are you the are you the host?
I just asked the question.
He has the right to
I
ask
don't
her.
I don't
Okay.
have a favorite.
Really?
I like everybody. We are all working.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want to say because at the end of the day, if you have a different person there, because that person is not your favorite,
Okay,
so
but-
you can't.
Let me ask another.
But who
Let me
did-
put it this
but who
way.
might he?
We have four guys here. Which of us do you like working with?
I like working with Derek Akostom because he makes
Okay.
me laugh.
Okay.
Oh, why? Oh, it's supposed to be a credit.
Okay.
Why you don't like it? You don't like to work with me?
Homie, I love to work with you.
Yeah.
This year, I intend to lose weight, lose the fat in my belly. So Gomez and Kwabla stop calling me pot belly guy.
I don't call you pot belly.
Well, you have on some occasions. Yes, I think that it would only get better. The older we go, the better I become. They should expect a new me. The old things have passed away. coming up with
Behold.
something. Oh yeah. So that's it. We hope to deliver better services to the country than we did in 2015. More accurate reports, lively ones, of course, ones that would educate, inform, and entertain you as well. And I guess it can only get better. God's on our side.
Well,
He's
one
large
wo-
and in charge.
What one word would you use to describe 2015?
Specific.
Hmm?
It's my year of specificity. Everything will be accurately specific.
I'm
She
talking about
meant
2015
2015.
2015.
in one word.
Charlie, it's a
Wow,
bag of mixed
wow.
feelings.
Okay.
It's a bag of mixed feelings.
So
One
hope-
word, though.
Wow.
One word, though. One word.
A bag.
A bag is not one word.
So bad.
A word.
You see what you do want me to give you the word?
Yes, give me the word.
I think it's been precarious.
Yo, we here.
Okay, Dennis.
Yes.
2015 and 2016. What should we expect?
2016, you know, Joy News always gives the best. And as a people, you know, we always build on what we did in the past. Of course, 2015 was good, and we are hoping to make it better
One word
this
to
year.
describe 2015.
She didn't say one word.
Allow the guy.
Yes. So we are hoping to do better this year.
Okay. So what word would you use to describe 2015?
Casanova.
One word.
Good.
It was okay.
So okay.
It was okay.
Is the word it was or okay?
Okay. The word is okay.
Okay.
Patrick, one word.
Interesting.
So what-
Obviously.
I think during the conversation right now, I realized one thing.
yeah.
I always say I have a bad temper, and then this guy always tells me to calm down, do it different, don't scream, do it different. Right now, I realize one thing, that it's like everybody has the same opinion about me. So 2016, I'll try to shout less, I'll try to scream less.
I love what you said. You try.
Yeah.
Of
I-
course.
I've been like
You-
this.
you
I've been
try.
like this for a long time. I can't just say I'll change overnight. So, but I've changed though. When I first
Hey!
came to join you, I was so eager to get everything right.
On point.
Okay.
I hate it when I say
When you faff,
there's just one common man here called Ernest. Anytime I tell him to do something, punch you, he will be telling me something else, and then I scream. So, but I've changed. Right now, I've learned to live with everybody.
Okay.
I've learned to live with everybody.
So
I've changed.
we're hoping for the best.
Right
in
now, I
2016.
realize that okay, screaming is not the best. You can always do things differently.
Yeah.
So 2016, this year, I'm going to scream less. I'm going to do things different. I'll try to learn from him.
You mean screaming
I
in
can
all
slap
spheres
this
of
guy
life?
right now and he will just smile.
You mean screaming in all spheres of life, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
One most important thing is in all of these, God has been faithful.
Obviously.
Amen. Yeah.
And I want to say thank you all for your time on Reporters Blog.
Thank
And
you.
there has been my colleagues, Derek Akosam,
Yeah, you love my
Dennis
name. You love my
Ashale
name. You love
Thompson,
my name.
Patrick Gomez, and then Kwabena Chenchen.
But before we go,
Thank you so much for your time on Reporters Blog. My name is Patricia Gasu. Until same time next week, stay blessed and Happy New Year.